Yeah.
Thank you, Commissioner Nakiesi. Commissioner Malema.
Thank you, Acting President. Judge, I just want to understand what is your understanding in terms of why our prison system is called correctional services?
I think the idea is to try to reform offenders. Hence, even the language, they're not called prisoners and all that. They would refer them as I think the whole idea is to rehabilitate with the intention of reintroducing these offenders back into society.
So in the rehabilitation of these inmates and reintegrating them into society, what will the society benefit if we were to incarcerate an 8-year-old, rehabilitate and integrate into society? Because by the time he gets back into the society, there's no longer a human being there.
I think you're asking a very good question, Mr.
There remains.
You're asking a very good question, Mr. Malema. But my answer to you is this, that you should understand the nature of our work as judges. Parties bring their dispute to us before court. Parties have legal representation who formulate the issues, who would refer you to authorities, decided cases and all that. And then, much as you have a wide discretion, you can't go beyond what is before you. You can't go on a frolic of your own, do your own little research on the corner there, and put it in a judgment because you think that is right. Your hands are tied in the sense that you are called upon to discuss a live issue. You are not called upon to speculate. You cannot. I mean, the question that you are asking me is really hypothetical. And the nature of my job is to hear evidence, be open to persuasion by counsel on both sides, research the law, and make an order in line with the arguments that have been presented before me. If I want to do my own private research, I must invite the lawyers to make supplementary heads, deal with what I think is a correct position. So, in short, Mr. Malema, the point I'm making to you is this, that as judges, we do not deal with hypothetical cases. Cases are fact-specific. You are guided by the facts of the particular case, the arguments that is presented before you, and then you are able to write the judgment.
But Judge Matojane, part of your responsibility as a judge is to take into consideration the budgetary issues, the interest of the country. I'm asking it hypothetically because I don't want to get into trouble. The last time you were here, I asked you a question, I got into trouble.
You want to get me into trouble also by asking a hypothetical question.
And I was alone. So I'm trying to think, because objectively and subjectively, all those factors have to be taken into consideration, that ours is to correct and reintegrate. And if you bring a frail, sick, old man before me and you want me to imprison, even if the facts are like, I can hear you, you're correct and all of that, it is in the best interest, is it in the best interest of our society to incarcerate old people who are not in line with what correctional service system seeks to achieve, which is rehabilitation and reintegration
Yes.
into society?
My short answer to you, Mr. Malema, is this: that you want to get me into trouble by giving an opinion on a hypothetical set of facts. And I'm saying to you, as a judge, I don't go out, look for cases and bring them before me for adjudication. It is the parties who come to me with their dispute. And my job is to adjudicate. And secondly, I know where you are going with that question. That matter is pending before the Supreme Court of Appeal. The lawyers use the term functus officio. I'm out of it. Whether I'm right or wrong, a higher court is going to relook at the evidence, and then they'll decide. If I'm wrong, they'll say so. So it's not really for me to answer that question, Mr. Malema, with due respect.
With due respect, Judge, I don't know which case you're talking about, because I'm talking about correctional, because we moved from prison system to
Yes.
correctional system, from prisoners to inmate,
Yes.
with the objective of exactly what I was saying. But if you are uncomfortable, it's okay. I'll leave it there. But because I'm worried, acting president, that what type of society will we become in line with corrective measures to imprison elderly people who are not going to benefit anything from them? Because if we invest, correctional system, in my understanding, is to invest in this person, rebuild this person, and take this person back to society to continue to contribute positively into society.
Yeah, but Mr. Malema, are you not raising that in a wrong forum? You are a public representative. You are elected to Parliament to go and make laws.
Yes.
This is an issue which, in my view, you should raise in Parliament.
You also make laws.
Judges don't make law.
There's case laws you make.
Mr.
Judges
Malema,
who are scared to make case laws are cowards.
Okay, let's see what the Constitution says.
That I appreciate, but I'm saying you make case laws. That's why there's always case law referred to by many others, including ourselves.
Malema,
Commissioner
Commissioner Malema, I'm sorry.
No, you can say, Malema, I'm too young to you. You can call me anything you want to call me.
What I'm saying...
Excuse me, Judge
yes,
Matojane. Commissioner Malema, please be mindful. We reiterated before our lunch adjournment that commissioners must please confine themselves to the conventions of the commission. You are allowed 2 questions, and that's it, other than follow-ups. I think you have now exhausted your questions.
No, I raised one uncomfortable question, and I'm ready to leave it, because I can see you're also becoming uncomfortable.
I didn't get that, Commissioner. Are you done?
I raised one uncomfortable question. I didn't raise too many questions. I didn't raise 2. I raised 1, but I'm saying I can see you're becoming uncomfortable with it. I'm ready to let go of it.
Please, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Acting President.
Thank you, Commissioner Malema.